Hello, I'm Jessica Richfield. I'm here with going to tell you the biggest surprise in the NFL draft. I'm going to discuss it, break it down, and I'll give you some huge opinions. Starting off, Shaq Thompson went 25th overall. Now that is complete stupidity, of course, by the Carolina Panthers. But they did get Devin Funchess in the second round, so everything should be fine for them. But Shaq Thompson went a little too high, and everybody was very surprised. You had Malcolm Brown on the board. You had Landon Collins. You had Eric Kendricks, who really wanted a linebacker. You had Demarius Randall, another safety. You had also Eddie Goldman on the board. Laken Tomlinson, so many other players. I mean, Shaq Thompson's very good. I hope he'll have a good career, but that was way too high. Huge surprise out of left field. And I project him as a linebacker. People say he's a safety. I see him as a linebacker who can cover. Now moving on to the 5th overall pick, Brandon Sheriff went to the Washington Redskins. Everybody says, oh, it's such a surprise. Yeah, but it's logical. The Redskins, other than Trent Williams, they had no O-line. RG3 needs an offensive line, and Brandon Sheriff is a huge help. That will definitely help RG3, and for the next 10 to 12 years, they will have a solid guard or right tackle, wherever they put him. But he'll help the running game, he'll help the passing game, he will help the Washington Redskins overall. And watch out, NFC East. If the Washington Redskins keep on getting more pieces on that O-line, they can be scary. Now, talking about another big surprise, we have to throw in Nelson Agholor. I mean, please, 20th overall. Rashad Perriman is much better than this guy. Nelson Agholor is too high for my taste. That's just my opinion. You can put in the comments below your opinion, but my opinion is that was a little too high. I think he's a second-round talent. He's just not that big. I don't see any big playability in the air. I see good route running. I see a day 2 prospect. He'll do very well in the NFL. And Chip Kelly, I mean, don't analyze Chip Kelly. He has a plan. That system will work. The only way that he goes 20 is the Philadelphia Eagles. And my New York Football Giants got Ereck Flowers at the 9th overall pick. Seems pretty high according to you. Wrong. He is perfect for the New York Giants. 37 reps at the combine. Strongest guy at the combine. Big, 6'6", 329. And he barely turned 21. He'll play right tackle. He could play guard. He'll, in 2 to 3 years, be a Pro Bowl left tackle with the proper development, which the Giants have. And there's not a lot of pressure. This team is a very good team, and they filled other holes, and they have other players that can help. And when you have a quarterback like Eli Manning, and you have a West Coast offense, the ball will go out of Eli's hands like that. Meaning, Ereck Flowers won't have to hold on to blocks for that long. He can just use his strength and push people. Now, his technique needs work. I understand that. But I see why people would want to take Andres Pete. That's my opinion. Another surprise, Leonard Williams falling to number 6. He should have been the number 1, 2 overall pick, and according to me, Marcus Mariota did not deserve that. In my mock draft, I would have Mariota at 6 and Leonard Williams at 2. Mariota is not a big need for the Titans. The Titans need help on that defense. They really do. They have Jarrell Casey, Sammy Hill, and they need Leonard Williams to round out that D-line. You go up against Andrew Luck. Not only do you have to score points, but you have to play defense. Hello, Tennessee. Defense. And Leonard Williams going at 6? Please. He's going to be behind Muhammad Wilkerson and Sheldon Richardson. Please tell me, please, that Sheldon Richardson and Muhammad Wilkerson are going to take 20 to 30 snaps off and give it to a rookie. No. And, anyway, Leonard Williams needs 50, 60 snaps a game to be productive. For a top 10 pick, 20 snaps a game as a backup player does not help. They are fine at the offensive line. I would have drafted Vic Beasley because he needs some speed on the outside, or Kevin White. That team really lacks speed at every single position. And that's going to be a problem for the Jets. Quarterback and speed. And teams like the Bills with LaShawn McCoy, the Dolphins with their fast receivers and everybody on that team, they're going to outrun them. And Ryan Tannehill will be able, with that read option and just off design, he will be able to tear apart the New York Jets. Now, speaking about the Patriots, I'm surprised that they got Malcolm Brown at number 32. How did he fall that low? Well, let's think. There are other players available, so let's see. Cam Irvin goes 19 to the Browns, a center. Who do they already have? Alex Mack, the best center in the league. That made perfect sense. Now, Cam Irvin's going to move over to guard. I thought Malcolm Brown would go to 19 to the Browns or Detroit at 23, but they moved back to get Laken Tomlinson. I'm not sure about that in the first round. I think Malcolm Brown's a little bit better than Laken Tomlinson, but Laken Tomlinson is a safe pick, and he will help the running game with Amir Abdullah and Joique Bell. That running game will be a big plus for the Detroit Lions. As they lose, remember, they lost Nick Bailey and Ndamukong Suh. They drafted Gabe Wright in the 4th round. Great pick. They got Karan Reed last year, and they got Haloti Ngata in a trade for basically nothing. Nothing. So, let's take a step back. Malcolm Brown goes to the Patriots. Classic pick. He falls way too low. Also, TJ Clemmings in the 4th round. People say he was a 1st round pick. Please. He shows so much talent. The Minnesota Vikings got a humongous draft. Trey Waynes, Eric Kendricks, and TJ Clemmings. Just those 3. That's a good draft. I'm not naming anybody else, but I'm telling you, the Minnesota Vikings helped themselves. And that's it for this episode. I'll post a few more, and I am out.